Moss Creek is an amenity-rich gated community, but is it right for you? After watching this video, you'll have a strong sense whether this community is right for you. And you might not even need to watch the entire video. I'm going to come right out of the gate talking about the money. I know that'll hurt my retention ratings, but I do a good enough job already all by myself. I've been helping people move to the South Carolina Lowcountry since 2009. People like you get it, and I can help you too. Consider subscribing and setting up notifications so you get my videos when they're fresh. If you'd like the ultimate relocation guide to the South Carolina Lowcountry, just ask me in the YouTube comments below. So let's get to it. When you purchase in Moss Creek, there is a $30,000 transfer fee. This is traditionally paid by the buyer and is not financeable. Now you might be thinking, that's a lot of money. But what I will say is that if you compare that to other high-end communities, it's reasonable for the area. But you might not think so, and I completely get that. Next, the HOA fee runs $7,032 a year, and you don't even get the use of the amenities for that price. Also, if you want to buy a lot and hold it and wait to build, that's going to run you $58.32 a year. Now, to take advantage of the amenities, it's going to run you another $1,500 a year. So what are all these great amenities for the active residents of Moss Creek? There are two 72 par championship Fazio golf courses to play on, and the activity fee covers unlimited play but not cart fees. There are golf practice facilities with PGA professional staff. Their USTA tennis facility was the tennis facility of the year for South Carolina in 2019. They have 7 fast dry composite tennis courts, 5 of which are lighted. They also have 4 new pickleball courts, which are also lighted. There's USTA play and inter-club competition, and I will tell you from experience, those old guys tend to fib about their ratings. They're PTR certified professional staff as well. There is a state-of-the-art fitness center along with personal and partner training. They offer classes in yoga, water aerobics, and cycling. There are 2 heated and cooled pools, and I'll tell you, my wife loves the thought of having a cool pool because I know ours in the summer isn't quite as refreshing as she would like. There's a lap pool and a zero entry pool, and they're all overlooking the beautiful water views. Next, there's a deep water dock with 79 slips, which will accommodate up to a 35-foot boat. There's also dry storage for your boat and your kayaks. They also have kayaks you can use too. So at low tide, the marina is about 5 feet. And for those of you who don't know what the definition of deep water is here, it's 3 feet at low tide. The tides fluctuate between 10 and 12 feet here twice a day. There are multiple crabbing docks to enjoy too. The natural beauty of Moss Creek is something special. I especially love the tidal marshes teeming with wildlife. I cannot truly express how beautiful it is and how peaceful it makes me feel. Victoria Bluff Nature Wildlife Preserve is to the west of the boundaries of Moss Creek, and to the east there's McKay's Creek, and past that is Pinckney Island National Wildlife Refuge. Other things to do, there's bocce, horseshoes, a really nice and large dog park, and the playground has a slide that looks atomic for kids of all ages. You have to see how steep this slide is. And there are a smattering of clubs to choose from. Of course, there are dining options, and they're all casual, either inside or out. And you're looking at the beautiful tidal marshes again. In fact, the clubhouse, which is 14,000 square feet, just recently went through a $5 million renovation. I don't have any pictures inside. I have to leave something for you to check out. There are over 3 miles of walking trails. There are 2 nature preserves. And Moss Creek is actually certified by the National Wildlife Federation as a community wildlife habitat. Boswick Point Waterfront Park offers a pavilion for meetings and a great place to hang out. The fire pits are really cool. If you're an equestrian enthusiast, there are facilities on site, but they fill up quickly. Now, one of the other great things about Moss Creek is the location. You're right there at the foot of the bridge to Hilton Head, so it's really easy to get to the beaches, really easy to get to shopping, dining, etc. Now, the entire community takes up 1,048 acres, and there are 1,042 properties. Homes vary dramatically from spanking brand new builds to homes that are circa 1974 with all original, at least on the interior. Homes range from cozy 2-bedrooms to as much as a little over 12,000 square feet. There are a variety of lots, starting with patio lots like in the neighborhood of Royal Point. By the way, that community does have its own pool. I would say a typical lot in Moss Creek is somewhere around a half an acre, and they actually go north of an acre, but typically you're not going to see anything really over an acre. Since the community dates back to the 70s, a lot of the older homes focus on having a minimalist style that tries to blend in with nature. As a practical matter, there are no short-term rentals in Moss Creek. You can rent your property, but you will be subject to additional fees and restrictions. Now, being that close to the water, I'll bet you're thinking that you have to have flood insurance, and you'd be partially correct. If you take a look at the map, the orange and green areas do not need flood insurance if you have a mortgage. Now, since we are in the Lowcountry, my recommendation is to play it safe and go ahead and get flood insurance. My understanding is that there's no benefit to the location of Moss Creek when it comes to wind and hail insurance. So expect to pay the same rate as any other home on Hilton Head Island. And if you have additional questions, I can put you in touch with some providers. 59 homes sold last year in Moss Creek, and the average sales price was a little bit under $840,000, and that ranged from $365,000 to $2.15 million. Currently, there are 10 homes on the market, and that average is $1.164 million, and the range is $675,000 to $3.6 million. And you're probably thinking, it sounds like homes are a lot more expensive now, but when you actually drill down and look at the numbers, they're not really that far off of what the historic numbers are, just because of the size homes that are currently on the market. For this next section, I'm trying something a little different, and I'm going to show you some homes. And if this is something you really like to look at, like you're riding around in my vehicle and you're down on Hilton Head, there'll be a link so you can look at more of these to your heart's content. And for the people that don't want to do this, you're not going to have to. So I hope this is helpful, and please give me feedback whether you like it or not. I'm trying to produce the best content and be as respectful of your time as I can. So do you see value in what Moss Creek has to offer? If you do, you might have just found your new home. If you want to know more, call me. And I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.